Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our Islamabad studio. I'm Victoria Lane. We begin with major diplomatic developments involving the United States and Iran, with talks potentially set to resume as early as next week in Islamabad. According to a report by the Wall Street Journal, both sides are working through mediators on a 14-point memorandum designed to structure a month-long negotiation process aimed at de-escalating the ongoing Middle East conflict. The report adds that former U.S. President Donald Trump has warned Washington could escalate its military posture in the Strait of Hormuz if a deal is not finalized. He also stated that he expects Iran's formal response to the latest American proposal later tonight. Moving to rising tensions, Iran has sharply criticized Donald Trump over his recent comments regarding a possible nuclear strike. Speaking to Al Jazeera, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Baghai called the remarks a grotesque absurdity, saying such threats contradict claims of pursuing peace. In a symbolic response, he also shared a clip from the classic film Dr. Strangelove. Meanwhile, United States Central Command says it has turned back 57 commercial vessels heading toward Iran as part of an ongoing blockade operation. CENTCOM further confirmed that 3 ships were disabled during enforcement measures, while 3 U.S. Navy destroyers remain deployed in the Arabian Sea to maintain maritime pressure. Turning to wider regional diplomacy, Russia and the United Arab Emirates have held high-level discussions over the evolving situation in the Strait of Hormuz. Reporter James Wood is covering this story from London.
Russia's Foreign Minister, Sergei Lavrov, and UAE Foreign Minister, Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed, held a detailed phone conversation focusing on regional stability amid the US-Israel-Iran tensions. According to the Russian Foreign Ministry, both sides expressed concern over developments in the Strait of Hormuz and ongoing discussions at the United Nations. Moscow emphasized the importance of supporting negotiations between Tehran and Washington, warning that renewed conflict could severely impact civilians and critical infrastructure. The UAE echoed concerns over escalation and stressed the need for diplomatic restraint. Both countries agreed to maintain close contact in the coming days to support a long-term political solution.
Thank you, James. Back in Pakistan, the government has increased the petroleum development levy on fuel products, sparking fresh concerns over inflation. Petrol and diesel levies have been raised by 13 rupees 91 per litre, taking the total levy on petrol to 117 rupees 41 rupees per litre. High-speed diesel now carries a levy of 42 rupees and 60 rupees per litre, while its freight margin has been reduced. Light diesel oil prices have been cut, but jet fuel has become significantly more expensive, rising by 53 rupees and 11 cents per litre, raising concerns over potential increases in airfares. The decision has now been challenged in the Lahore High Court, with the petitioner arguing it is unconstitutional and will worsen inflation. Reporter Drake Rolland is following this development from Lahore.
The petition filed in the Lahore High Court argues that the recent increase in petroleum levies violates constitutional principles and places an additional burden on the public. The petitioner's counsel stated that rising fuel costs directly impact transportation, food prices, and overall inflation across the country. Meanwhile, government representatives maintain that the adjustment was necessary to stabilize fiscal pressures and global energy fluctuations. The court has been urged to review the legality of the decision at the earliest. Public reaction in Lahore remains mixed, with many citizens expressing concern over the rising cost of living. The case is expected to come up for further hearing in the coming days.
Pakistan's Interior and Narcotics Control Minister Mohsin Naqvi has met his Bangladeshi counterpart, Salahuddin Ahmed, to expand bilateral cooperation. Reporter Sarah William joins us now from Islamabad.
The meeting between the 2 interior ministers focused on strengthening cooperation in security, counter-narcotics operations, and intelligence sharing. Both countries agreed to establish a secretary-level joint working group to enhance coordination between their interior ministries. A landmark memorandum of understanding was also signed, targeting drug trafficking networks, illegal smuggling, and substance abuse. The agreement includes joint training programs, modern policing tools, and expanded cybercrime collaboration. Mohsin Naqvi also offered Pakistan's support for Bangladesh's Safe City initiative and extended an invitation for further high-level visits. Officials described the meeting as a significant step toward deepening regional security cooperation.
Thank you, Sarah. Meanwhile, commemorative events were held in Washington and Turkey, marking the first anniversary of Marka-i-Haq. The ceremonies saw strong participation from the Pakistani diaspora, with messages of unity, resilience, and national pride throughout the events. Pakistan's leadership reaffirmed its commitment to sovereignty and peace, while diplomats emphasized strengthening international relations, particularly with Turkey. Separately, the Inter Services Public Relations has released a teaser for a new national song marking the anniversary of Marka-i-Haq. The song pays tribute to the armed forces, highlighting unity, resilience, and a firm national resolve. According to ISPR, it carries a strong message of defiance against aggression and reflects the spirit of national solidarity, describing Pakistan as united, determined, and unshakable in the face of challenges. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Victoria Lane.